offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
He'll pull it down. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, to get down and don't take a big hit.
They'll try to get the first through the air. It's complete on the right side. He gets it all the way down inside the 10. It'll be first and goal from the 8.
I don't always have to push the ball down the field. I love when QBs drop back, look at it matchups. Oh, I got my running back. I think he can get the first down. Give him the football. Let him be an athlete with the football in his hands after he catches it. Nice job by the QB. Nice job by the running back.
And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On first and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
These fans raising the volume on second and goal. Grabbed behind the line. It's Durham. And that one did not work.
Now on offense, you're trying to get your running back involved here in the passing game, and obviously no success on that play. Defense seemed like they were aware of it. And all of a sudden, you set yourself up in a tough position here on third.
Looking for the score. Touchdown, Tigers. Fired in from the red zone for the score.
Man, great first drive by this offense. Capped off, third and goal situation. A lot of times thinking run, run. They got a perfect play scripted. Take advantage of the defense, get the passing touchdown, and get this party started right.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Coming out with it, it's Tate. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. This should be the last play of the quarter. Looking downfield, it's Sayin. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
Well, give the defense credit because they're forcing this quarterback to throw into very small windows under duress.
Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. This time it's complete. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. Guys, LSU has the lead here, and we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. They'll try to get it through the air. And this is going to be incomplete on third.
Third and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
Complete out of the backfield. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. The give to the back. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. And the Buckeyes want to pick up the tempo.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
Using his legs to buy some time. On the run, deep down the right side. Off and running. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State.
One of the things I love about this quarterback, David, is that he keeps his eyes downfield when he gets outside the pocket. He might have had an opportunity to take off running with that, but he knew he had an opportunity for an even bigger play. And how about the run after the catch?
And that's great. You love that about the quarterbacks, but it's so frustrating when you got a guy that just breaks the contain of the pocket, breaks down your defense. Now you got to cover longer in the back end, and you can tell he comes free, he sees him, catches it, and walks right into the end zone.
off the play fake on first down to throw. A strike downfield. He's loose down the left side. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, LSU!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. Fielded in the end zone, it's Tate. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Got a little room. Wide open, and it's a foot race. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. He just took it the entire length of the field, end to end, coast to coast, nationwide for the touchdown.
And how about the fans in the stands going, no, take a knee, no, yes, over 100 yards to the kickoff return. Nice job taking that to the end zone, making a huge play.
Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. And that extra point leaves us deadlocked here in the second. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. On the run from inside his own 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Complete to start this drive. Breaks into the open. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
This offense is really dangerous because of the weapons they have on the perimeter of the field. And you're seeing they go to these guys early, and they try to give them opportunities in one-on-one situations and vertically down the field. 2 passing touchdowns now early for this offense.
He'll bring it out. It's Graham. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. On the run, it's Peoples. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. He might want another play. Looking to throw, it's Sayin. Time to take a shot. Pulls it in down the sideline. The sophomore making a big play and hauling in that pass. The Buckeyes in the hurry-up. One of the great programs in the history of the sport, sort of built on the running game, but these days, Ohio State defined by explosive pass play.
Yeah, and you can call yourself whatever you want. A lot of people claim different things like wide receiver U, but when you look at Ohio State in the past several years, going back 10 years probably, you could pick so many big names of guys who have been superstars, not only at the college level, but also at the NFL level.
The Buckeyes with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Back to pass on second down. It's incomplete, and I tell you, this sophomore quarterback's lucky to get that one back. Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on third and short from the 49. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking down the middle. Complete downfield. Across the 25, he's got room. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
I was so excited for this game because I just knew it was going to be a back-and-forth battle, and that's what we've seen here. Great job by the quarterback. Good decision, reading the coverage, accurate throw. They get the extra point. This thing is all knotted up.
Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish the drive with a big play through the air, scoring from 51 yards out. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. On the run, it's Durham. Plows through the defense.
How about the play by the speed back? You think about speed, you think about breaking ankles. He broke the tackle because he's so fast, moving so fast, hard to get the guy on the ground.
The Tigers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. To the air, it's Nussmeier. Catch in the middle, it's Durham. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Making the running back a weapon in the passing game makes it so difficult on the defense to cover everything.
No doubt. And listen, there's so many matchups across the board. If I'm playing offense, I'm going to assess it. Like, where do I have a speed advantage? Is it a running back versus a linebacker? Is it a receiver versus a corner? Whatever it is, I'm going to find it. And you could tell it was the running back, and they took advantage.
LSU with the 1st and 10 here. Quick handoff. Oh, he's got some space. They get him down at the 36. It will be a 1st down.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. And the Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They'll send the back in motion. Back to throw, time running short in the half. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline.
I think when you go through these progressions as a quarterback, you want to find the right guy to throw to, obviously. I didn't think he was the right guy. I didn't think he was really that open. And listen, he sailed and he overthrew it, but I might have surveyed the middle of the field a little bit better.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. He tosses one high and deep down the left side.
3rd and long. Situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied and the timeout is gone. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Hauls it in and looking upfield. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking to pass. It's Sayin. unleashes one deep. Touchdown, Ohio State! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. They'll see quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Seconds of the first half. Let's see if they can pull off a little magic. Looking downfield on first down. He'll off one deep down the left side. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
Well, the offense is doing their best to try and at least get into field goal range here at the end of the first half. So they take a vertical shot down the field, but give the defense credit. Lots of eyes back there on the quarterback. They're able to break on the ball and make sure that throw falls incomplete.
Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. Defensive back spread all over the field trying to take away the pass. Dropping back, it's Nussmeier. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. LSU will put foot to leather to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the... Turning it on! And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down. And the Buckeyes headed quickly to the line.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. The Buckeyes with the 1st and 10.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's 3rd best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again, back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
Second down, they'll go to the air. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
The Buckeyes come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Looking downfield, it's Sayin. Throws for the tight end. He's got an open man. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10. A first down run in the red zone. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up.
Touchdown, Buckeyes! Quick strike through the air for the score. And with the way he's throwing it right now, there are some big names at the top of that record list. J.T. Barrett, Dwayne Haskins, Justin Fields might be getting ready to move them down a notch.
And moving those guys down, that's a day. That's the day you dream about. That's the day where the ball's barely touching the ground, you're in a zone, and everything is going your way.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game.
Turning on the Jets. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41.
And one of the things I love about this running back is his versatility. He's not just good running the football, but he can catch it as well, and he can make things happen with the ball in his hands. Nice job by the quarterback, getting through the progression, getting it out to his guy, and he does the rest. And
there he goes. Got enough for the first. Forced out of bounds. Mark it right at the 16-yard line, and man, are they in business.
Those outside runs, if they can get the edge like they do, great job by the right guard, right tackle, getting the edge. And now what does this do? This makes cornerbacks come up and tackle. Safeties come up and tackle. As opposed to linebackers and big defensive players, you get your guy out in space where he can use his speed and his physicality against guys that usually cover and don't come up and make tackles.
The noise level is relentless here on second down. Back to throw, it's Nussmeier. Fires to the tight end. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. No reason to panic when you see those extra bodies coming. Just find the big tight end.
Well, and the great ones do that. The great ones are okay. You want to blitz? I know my answers. I'm all right. I'll stay patient. Find the matchup. This time it was the tight end.
Looking for the end zone. Touchdown LSU! And they take it in for 6 more points. They'll try to tack one more on their score. They tack on the extra point, and they're down a touchdown, 35-28. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Tate. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Might be changing the route. Wants to go up top on first down. Quickly complete. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move.
You know, the defense, they just haven't been able to find an answer for this guy throughout the course of the game. Obviously, he's got 2 touchdowns, picks up the first down there. They've tried doubling him. They've tried man coverage, zone coverage. Nothing working on defense. They can't stop him.
Here's the handoff. Breaks into the open. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a well little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. And the Buckeyes have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Using his legs, it's Donaldson. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
Dropping back, it's Sayin. Looking to the big tight end. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Makes the grab. It's Jackson. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. After swapping ends of the field, that gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Caught behind the line. It's Jackson. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27.
Well, this defense has given up some big plays in this game so far, but they've got a lot of talent on that side of the football. Someone has to step up here, make a play, get a stop, and put their team in a position to win.
Tough run gets it into the red zone, and they've knocked him down at the 17. The Buckeyes can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Unleashes to the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. The Buckeyes are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to run for it. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Well, this guy hasn't quite put up Heisman numbers in this game, but in a moment where they need him the most, in the 4th quarter, look how strong he is running. Breaking tackles, he's been smart, he still has the ability to cut. He looks like he could play another 4 quarters.
They want that clock to run. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
And that's really nice offensively because you're in the red zone. You do have an opportunity to add to your lead here, but you're staying in bounds. I think the clock right now is the most important thing. How can we keep this thing ticking away? By going down in bounds, you're doing exactly that.
The give to the tailback. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
And if this offense can keep that rolling, if they can keep the physical ground game and continue to add these plays up as they go along, long drives, eat the clock with the lead, this coach will be ecstatic.
And this defense has to step forward. Not only do they have to get a stop, they've got to do it quickly to keep that time from running down. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick its way to the end zone. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
And not a surprise by this offense, right? This is a game management type situation. I want to run the football. I want to run the clock. The clock is my friend with the lead late in the 4th quarter, inside of a minute. I'm going to keep this ground game going. And
into the hallelujah land. Touchdown, Ohio State.
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach, and that touchdown